Hi everyone, Shannon Ferguson here at McGrath in Snowy Mountains. Just giving you a bit of an update on the local area market here for the month of October that's slipped by very quickly. As you're aware, we opened up in Berrydale last month, so the new office there all signed up now and in full swing. Karina's catching up with all the landlords and tenants in that area, and we've been quite active in that area too, with quite a number of appraisals happening throughout the Berrydale area in the last month, which has been fantastic. A really strong little area that's all of a sudden gaining some popularity and finally getting some interest in some of these smaller country towns. So some really good things happening there. Also, congratulations to Tina Baker on the safe arrival of their new baby, their little boy. So we wish her well on maternity leave and look forward to having her back when she's ready. That's given the opportunity for Luke Tozer coming out of our property management division and coming into sales side by side with me. Luke's had quite a long stint in property management, and much to his delight, we've finally been able to get him across into sales. He's quite an experienced investor himself in his own right, so has some really good knowledge of the local area, all different types of properties, and especially has some great advice for those investors through his long association with the property management side of things. So that's going to be really beneficial, and we're getting him up and running nice and quickly. Some great results throughout the market of the month of October, some really good auction results, and some good auction results on both sides. Some selling before auction, some selling after auction, some at auction. So we're seeing that the auction method really provides our buyers and sellers some different opportunities to buy and sell properties through the auction method. One of our properties we passed in at auction under the reserve. The owners, we just decided that we thought there was some more value in that property, giving a little bit more time. And as it turns out, the following day we had two extra buyers competing to some $35,000 above where we passed it in at auction. So it gives us some really good options and some opportunities to decide what we're happy with and what we feel is happening in the market with some properties. Another property we sold before auction, buyer was keen to take that one off the market. The owner was keen to talk. So some really good options there for buyers in the market, buying and selling. We've got some great new properties coming on the market throughout this month and into early November. We've got some auctions scheduled for November, so keep an eye out for those. Some really good investment, one really good property that's ripe for renovation. So some great opportunities there, and quite a number of properties yet to come on the market in the next few months. So starting to see a bit of a bit better flow of properties coming on the market. Still some very strong inquiry, strong rental market. Everything still continuing on, as I'm sure you've heard over the last few months. So some really good opportunities there for our sellers who may have a reason to look at selling at the moment. Some really good information that's been, we haven't heard a lot of, but we've seen some information out of the statistics around the country lately, where it's seen the Snowy Monaro region sitting at number 2 in the top 5 regions for growth, property price growth. So some really good information there, where the Snowy Monaro coming in the number 2 spot for growth regionally in New South Wales, sitting at about 32% growth. But the interesting thing of the top 5, we're the only country town in that top 5. The other 4 are coastal towns, and quite popular coastal towns, the likes of Byron Bay and Ballina, Kiama, Shell Harbour, and Cooma sitting in there at number 2, or the Snowy Mountains sitting in there at number 2. So some really good information there, and some information as to why we're seeing the market growing so high. There's such a high demand for people coming out of the cities. So everything's still tracking along very well. Some beautiful rain throughout the region, which is great to see everything so nice and green. We hope to hear from you throughout the month. Any questions throughout buying, selling, renting, we're happy to have a chat to you and answer any of your questions. We look forward to talking to you. Have a great month.